So people say that to get out of the relationship as soon as possible, but I feel like everybody has their own you know timeline, uh, you know that their mind and body follows, uh, you know to take to figure out things, uh, you know in their relationship. And sometimes you judge yourself based on what people say, like, to get out of the relationship as soon as possible if it's a toxic relationship. But then it uh, creates a sense of urgency in your mind, and in your body, that you understand that you are in a toxic relationship, but then, I mean, you feel like hurrying up and get out of the relationship, but then your mind and body, your soul will take the time it is supposed to take to figure out things. And uh, these relationships, the toxic relationships, uh, somewhere teach us lessons. We all know that. So until unless you have learned those lessons, and you have realized that you know these are the lessons, and you release those, somehow, the pain that you have got from this relationship, by understanding that this is how this person is, and this person is not going to change no matter what you do for them. Then you feel like releasing this uh, emotion of chasing them all the time. In my previous relationships, and these relationships, I have always felt like the men have chased me, and then somehow they have convinced me to believe what they said and did, you know and then made me uh, you know feel like I should chase them, you know or maybe just believing them made me chase them, uh, because I feel like it's a dynamic where they chase you, and then when they make you believe that yeah, they are the one, uh, that energy gets transferred to you, and then you start chasing them. And then you question, like, uh, you know in the end of the relationship, like, who is this person, uh, you know whom I met in the starting of the relationship. But you know what, relationships are all about energetic transfers, you know because when you come into periphery of another person, in contact of another person, their aura, you get in the aura of another person, obviously there is an energetic exchange that happens, uh, so if you have got into a toxic relationship, uh, the possibility is, the thing is that you have attracted this uh, toxic energy, or this energy. I feel like yes, it is toxic, but then sometimes you need uh, that energy, that particular energy to somewhere push you to move towards uh, the the energy, or the version of you that you want to become. Okay. I feel like this is like a karmic connection. The toxic relationships are actually karmic, and it has nothing to do with love or anything. It's just that there is some karma that you have to uh, give away. you know Sometimes you have to teach these people, or give away some of your good energy, so that it gets balanced. Because sometimes even good people become egoistic about how good they are. you know I feel like I have met these narcissists and avoidance at the point of my life where I was very much proud, or maybe acting in a way that reflected as projected out as me being egoistic. But then these people, when they it has happened to me that they felt that I am egoistic about being good, and how I am. uh, but the thing is that when they think that this person is egoistic, and the thing is, these toxic people, they only see people the way they are. They themselves are egoistic, so they seeing somebody who is happy go lucky, or just being happy in themselves, triggers them, and make them jealous, and they think of breaking ego of a person who is being just happy by themselves. But then you I'm talking about the toxic person. You from a far distance, you see this person happy, and you just immediately judge this person, that this person is egoistic, just because you could get jealous of their happiness or how they are. Is such a foolish thing to do. Because uh, these narcissists and avoidants get really troubled, uh, you know uh, when they think of destroying this person and get into relationship with them. They find themselves being triggered all the time. you know they try to control this person by manipulating, you know and everything, but they are all, triggered all the time. They are just thinking about how to manipulate you and convince you that you are not that person you showed me in the starting, when I saw you for the first time, that happy go lucky person. You are not that person. But this is just their assumption, because they have not seen you, before that encounter. uh, you know they don't know about you. They got in relationship after they saw you happy and being yourself, and they just judged you in the very first sight. And that is what uh, is something makes me feel like our humans are not supposed to be happy, or can't smile in front of people, or in the public place. But the thing is, it's just a reminder to the empaths, that there are negative, low frequency people also around you who are observing you all the time, uh, but then you are supposed to protect your smile, your happy go lucky person, what you are, how you are. You are not supposed to change yourself just because they can't see anybody happy, you know so for that reason, God has given us the uh, negative side uh, to us, in ourselves. Take the good in you. There has to be something, uh, I can't say negative, but some qualities and strengths that protects you from these kind of people. Okay, that could be, for example, maybe just shouting at this person or getting angry on this person, you know or see, avoiding a person. I'm just saying, avoiding a person is a toxic behavior. But then when it comes to avoiding a toxic person, it's absolutely right, isn't it? So from the outside to the world, it may look like, you are being rude to this person, you know you are avoiding this person, and these toxic people, they may tell this to the other people, you know in the society, or their relatives, that this person is avoiding me. But the thing is, they are toxic, and this is something, those other people, their relatives or far relatives, because the close people to the toxic person, they know how they are. Okay, but when obviously, if they are staying with them, they obviously have to, most of them enable them, because they are very stubborn kind of people, toxic people. Okay, so they tell a different narrative to the people outside, and you know people judge you based on what they have told to the people outside. Okay, but you have to remember that these people, they don't know, the people to whom they have told different narrative, they don't know anything about what happens inside the relationship between you and that toxic person. Okay, so you don't have to feel guilty about your actions towards a toxic person, and you don't have to judge yourself. All right, so yeah, and so yeah, this was like this whole video started from, how much time it takes to get healed, and to figure out to get out of the toxic relationship. um, and it has ended to this point where, you are not supposed to judge yourself for how you behave with a toxic person. All right, so this is what I wanted to talk. I wanted to let you know that don't judge yourself for, how much time you are taking to get out of the toxic relationship, because everybody has their own way of figuring out things, in their life. So please don't judge yourself, and take your time, but be careful as well, because you can't be yourself in front of these toxic people, because they are wearing a mask, and they, you know to protect yourself, you also have to wear a mask in front of them. All right, you can't be vulnerable, in front of these people. You can't share your emotions with these people, because they get triggered and they want to do drama and everything. So keep yourself protected. When you realize that this person, the thing is, they make you chase, and then first they chase you, and then they make you put your guards down, and then when you behave real with them, they get triggered, and then you feel like, what happened in the relationship? And then you realize, oh, this is a toxic person, and then now you have to wear a mask in front of them, just to protect your emotions. Okay, and then you have to plan your escape and get out of the relationship. All right, so this is how it works. Okay, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, take care.